Hi class, today we're looking at Chapter 4, Lesson 4, Solving Proportions. You know the price of 6 oranges. It says 6 for $2.34. But you want to buy 8. You can solve a proportion to find the total cost of the quantity that you want to buy. You can use unit rates to solve a proportion. First, find the unit rate, then multiply to solve the proportion. So if we wanted to know what the unit rate is, right, what one of those are going to be, we would take and go $2.34 divided by 6. That's the dollars divided by the oranges. And when you divide that out, you get 39 cents. So each orange, the unit price is 39 cents. So 39 cents for one. Well, we want to know what 8 is. So we're going to take the 39 cents and multiply by 8. And when we multiply by 8, we get $3.12. So the cost of 8 oranges is $3.12. So the proportion, when you set this up, you could put it as 234 divided by 6 equals x divided by 8. Okay, finding the unit cost first and then multiplying it by however many you want. Let's look at another. Postcards cost $2.45 for 5 cards. $2.45 for 5. How much will 13 cards cost? So let's find out how many one card is. So we take $2.45 and we divide it by 5. We get that they cost 49 cents each. And so we're going to multiply that by the 13. And that equals $6.37. Okay, go ahead and try this one on your own. Swimming goggles cost $84.36 for 12. At this rate, how much will new goggles be for 17 members? Goggles for 17 members cost. Press pause, come back to me when you're done. You should have come up with $119.51. The unit price for the goggles were $7.03. Multiplied it by 17, came up with the $119.51. So we can also solve these using mental math. So if we're using mental math, what we're doing is we're looking at this equation or these ratios and we think, okay, 12 times what equals 36? 12 times 3 equals 36. So what times 3 equals 21? Or 21 divided by 3 equals what? And we know that that is 7. So Z equals 7. Just looking at B, I can say 4 times 10 equals 40. So I'm going to take 8 and multiply by 4. 8 times 4 is 32. N equals 32. Okay, see if you can do these next 3 on your own. Press pause, come back to me when you're done. Okay, for A, you should have got 9. For B, M equals 2. And C, P equals 10. So those were 2 ways of doing it. This is another way, solving using cross products. So to use cross products, what we're going to do is we write what it is. So these two multiplied by these two. So then that's going to equal 25x equals, and then we go 38 times 15 equals 570. Divide by 25 to get rid of this. X equals 22.8. So when it doesn't seem like we can figure out how to reduce it, we aren't able to mentally see what it's being multiplied, using cross products is another way to solve. So let's see if you can try a few on your own. So set up the equation and then solve. Press pause, come back to me when you're done. Okay, so for A, you should have got x equals 16.8. For B, D equals 27.2. And C, M equals 192.5. So there are more than one way to solve these type of ratio questions. So let's just take a look here. An oyster bed covers 36 meters squared. Your class studies 4 meters squared of the oyster bed. In those 4 meters, you count 96 oysters. Predict the amount of oysters in the entire bed. So Carlos here, he says that X is going to represent the number of oysters in the 36 meter square bed. So he has the oysters at 96 over 4, and then X over 36. He writes the cross product, so he multiplies 96 times 36 equals 4x, multiplies that out, divides by 4, x equals 864. Brianna, however, says since 9 times 4 equals 36, the entire bed is 9 times as large as the proportion studied. So I know there should be 9 times 96, or 864 oysters. So they did it different ways, but they still got the same answer. So you choose a method. You buy a bag of 400 marbles. In a handful of 20 marbles, you find 8 red marbles. About how many red marbles are in the entire bag? Explain why you chose that method. So I want you to choose a method and solve that equation. Know that there are more than one way to solve this. So you choose your method. Come back to me when you're done. Okay, so I chose 2 ways over here to solve this. So I first set up a proportion and then I ended up multiplying it out. So I did 20x equals 3200. I divided by 20 from each side to isolate x and got x equals 160. Then I set the same equation up and I looked at it and I said 20 times 20 equals 400. So 8 times 20 equals what? 160. Either one, doesn't matter how you solve it, you can come up with the same answer. Your homework for today is page 145 through 146, number 3 through 25 odd. Happy homeworking!